Yo, kind of wanted to get back to that subject, just to follow up after cleansing out all the anger that I've had. I say justified anger from the whole Steven Universe fan bullshit that's been happening, trying to push an artist towards suicide because of the way she drew a specific character. And, I can see a lot of people wanting to say or encompass all of the Steven Universe fans into it, and I don't know how much of that can be true. I can easily notice the social justice warrior type of mentality in it because if a character is too slim, that's social justice warrior mentality right there. And I can honestly generalize it because fuck, man, we've seen how they fucking act. That's their social justice. So again, I wouldn't really want to encompass all Steven Universe fans into that, mostly targeting social justice warrior with that. But who knows? Maybe most Steven Universe fans are social justice warriors, and maybe we could make that generalization. Yet, I kind of want to go back to this topic just to, tell people that I don't know, man. Take a break, take a chill out. I know it's a fucked up event, but we got to take a break to, I don't know, laugh at how stupid things are getting on that sense, and especially when you just sit down and realize after okay, it's outraging that they fucking pull that off, and I'm glad that Zami slash Zombie, I don't know how she spells it, survived, the artist in question. I'm really glad she survives because fuck these kind of people. But then you have to look at it from afar and go, okay, well, yeah, things have got really pathetic. And it's kind of hilariously pathetic to a point where, just people out of nowhere, they're getting offended at we're at a brink, okay? Because this shit has started a couple of years ago, 2 to 3 years ago, okay, with the whole Anita Sarkeesian garbage, and giving right to people to get offended at fictional character representation in video games, and finding bullshit excuse to validate it. We've anybody who's went through those videos, they can clearly pinpoint and analyze. Okay, you don't know what you're talking about. You haven't been in the artistic medium, but we've let that shit go on so far, okay, that now people feel that they're justified when they assault and bully artists for fan art representation. I mean, woo! The choo choo dumbass train has reached a critical point, and I do wonder if it's gonna go higher or just crash and burn. Personally, I wouldn't want it to crash and burn because people could just go on a rampage for whatever they feel offended by at this point. It's like, oh man, figurines now. Damn you, Barbie, so slim, making me feel bad. Like people could get to that higher level of retardation. It's gonna be amazing. I mean, maybe I should look into more of those bullshit articles to see if they just tackled on animation and just went through Disney and went like, "Well, this is offensive, and this is offensive," and you're like, "I'm sorry, when you were growing up, you didn't find all these offensive. So were you growing up to be this kind of a shit person where everything in your fucking range is offensive to you?" I mean, that's purposely ignoring mental illness. It's I don't know. It's like another level of schizophrenia, or paranoia. Paranoia mostly so, not schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is when you talk to yourself in a sense, but more. There's a better definition. But this is like a whole other level of paranoia where everything around is potentially against you or against someone else, and you have to be this crusader. Hell, fuck it, you misspell it because you haven't went to a higher level of university. You just stopped at a point where it's like, oh man, this university is offending me with all its outer position and its outer topics that I would personally feel offended. So I imagine a lot of these people just stopped at college or went into specialized university not to get offended. And it's funny. It's you got to laugh at it at a certain point. Just put yourself in the mind of that much mental illness. You go around in the streets, or hell, I could even look at my room. Oh my God, it's black. That's offensive. Black on white. Black should have more space as well. That's racial microaggression because this character is drawn as a white person, but he's somewhat Brazilian. Yet he's a clone, but still, he's kind of drawn as a white person, so I should be offended. Like, already going through my room, I could go through my figurines that I use for references and such, and be offended at each and every one of them. That's their vision. You put this shit into either Terminator vision or Predator vision, and go outside in the street and go, ta ta da ta da. This woman over there, she's too sexy. She's too slim. She must be fat shaming people on a daily basis. But she's making me feel offended. And this man looking at her, that's offensive. Even though I looked at her, but he must be a misogynist for looking at her and finding her attractive. Or hell, you can just go. You can go with so many parodies on this. You give them the Batman monologue, just going, "This city, it's filled with microaggressions. I must go out there, rid the world. I am social. I am justice, and every little microaggression will be taken out." Like, wow, getting into those people's mindset, you feel bad for them. Like, I'm at a point where I feel bad for them. Sorry for that. I feel bad for them because I can see them going and purposely putting themselves into this state and eventually ending up dying from an aneurysm or overstress because their whole surrounding has to be changed. Like, no poster, no figurines, everything has to be plaid, single color, nothing that can offend me or anyone else potentially. And let me push my progression, my projection of people being offended up to everything. Like, wow, I would only imagine some of these people's living spaces, and if they push their ideology to the nth degree, where it's gonna get, because man, now fan arts. Oh fuck fan arts, man. They can be oppressive and aggressive to me, right? So imagine this. This goes to a whole different level. Their living spaces has to be neutered. No creativity because that could offend anyone. Like, any bit of artwork could be a microaggression or microracialism. And wow, I got, like, jumping onto this topic on the fact I didn't expect African Americans to jump into this garbage. I honestly did not expect African Americans to jump into this garbage because it's ludicrous. It's ludicrous up to an nth degree, and it's just holding you back. Yet I see a lot of people just going with that, going with, if you ask me what my heritage is, it's a microaggression. It's like, wow, everyone gets to be a sociopath now. Nobody gets to ask you shit. I just want to know what your background is or what culture you are. Like, because if you look, Haitians and Jamaicans, it's difficult. Like, not everyone's going to be able to see the difference, and even I can see the difference between Haitians and Africans to a certain degree. So, in in the SJW mindset, if I was going to ask someone, "Are you from Africa or Haiti?" Oh, that's a microaggression. I can't even fucking ask a simple question. It's like me going to ask a South Korean person if he was Chinese or Japanese, because I'm currently studying those traits when it comes to drawing, but I don't fully acknowledge them. And it's not everyone that's going to study that or know that and does know the difference. So asking these questions, oh man, shit, I am at level of aggression here. Like, I am a red flagged boss just asking a question because of this series of microaggressions. It's like, man, these people are complete fucking sociopaths, and they are lowering the bar for their social entry by shaming other people. That seems to be the game plan right here. It's like, I can't seem to talk to women, so I will technically say that everything is misogynist and sexist. Thus, I might be able to get an interaction with a woman that believes the same thing. Right? That may be my only cue. When anybody else with a fucking brain, or just Anyone else who's just left the internet for a good amount of time or isn't obsessed with it would just go, hey, what's up? Or just talking to people, not setting up a landmine of eggshells for themselves, especially for themselves. Letting up a minefield of eggshells and broken mirror of going, maybe I don't want to step on this. I'm not sure if I could step on that. Maybe I shouldn't even step on this topic. And these fuckers are projecting that onto other people. That's how fucking mental these people are getting. And it's fucking hilarious now. It's going full retard. I mean, fuck, up to a point where a feminist just went, the word too is sexist because I feel every time I have interactions with people, they say some people are too this, too that. I mean, fuck, man. Words. People so sociopath. They're getting offended at words. Tells you the situation of certain people. And I do love the fact that they have this balanced breakfast of indoctrination, which I do have to commend. When you have a person as sexy as Lacey Green indoctrinating you into thinking that everything is problematic, everything is against you, and everything needs to be checked. Of course, man, so hot. And I'll take a quote from Cinder from Killer Instinct. Too hot. Of course you're going to be following a person like that because Jesus Christ, man, if I had to choose, and I'll bring this analogy, between Lacey Green and Adisa Sarkeesian, basically saying similar stuff, but it's like choosing, Mother Teresa or Bayonetta as a nun. Fuck right, I'm gonna go with Bayonetta as a nun if I wanted to be religiously indoctrinated, and the same goes with Lacey Green. So when you have these very energetic and spunky people spewing out this let's just say garbage. At this point, it's garbage, sociopathic garbage. Of course, people are gonna jump into it and they're gonna go full retard into it because it's like, this hotness is telling me everything that I need to understand in order to get some interaction with people similar like that. It's like, no. No, you want interaction, you want to get to know people, go outside. Just talk. Don't lay eggshells for yourself. Or else you're ready to bring yourself an aneurysm, or hell, worse, fucking stress giving you cancer because you think everything could trigger anyone. I mean, jeez. I don't want these fucking people to lower the bar for everyone else. I don't want these fucking people to put other people in a state where they have to feel like they must walk a tightrope. I mean, the beautiful irony is they are doing the exact same thing that the religious right was doing to our parents. You have to act this way, or else the society shames you, and they don't fucking know. This is why I gotta call them stupid idiots. They don't fucking know that they're doing the exact same thing that the religious right was doing to our parents and to some of us to a certain degree. Gay rights, okay? Religious extremes did not want gay rights and they brought out all sorts of stupid garbage methods to say it's not right, it's against God and all that. And it's like, science just stepped in and said, fuck you, here's an analysis. Stop your bullshit. Don't shame people for your ideological bullshit. And the extreme left, guess what? They're doing the exact same thing when it comes to white people. And it's like, oh man, if you're a straight white male, that's bad. That's wrong. You have to be a rapist, right? It's like, no. No, fuck you. Don't generalize. That doesn't make sense. It's like, oh, but you have to be privileged, right? Oh yeah, the hobo on the corner. Yeah, he's privileged, right? He's straight and he's white. He's privileged, right? Or the thousands of family on welfare, right? Man, it is beautiful irony, and I'm kind of wondering. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if it's an amalgamation of some of these people not going outside and having social interactions. Being so sociopath. So scared that okay, well, I need to have interaction. Let's lower everyone's bar because I don't feel comfortable. And let me indoctrinate the next generation to do the same thing, right? Fuck, man. It's ironic. It's fucking hilarious. It's a problem. I will say it's a definitive problem, okay? Because god damn, you are going to ruin the next generation so badly. I mean, a good example would be animation studies, all right? I'm going back into animation studies full length. And one of the critical part is you have to learn about acting. Acting relying on how people either your average people walk, talk, move or act, or actors. And one thing that you'll notice is depending on the ethnicity, the sex, and various combinations of that, people will walk and talk differently. People will have different types of movement and tick, like the African American woman type of thing. I haven't studied that motion yet, but it's a good motion to add to a character to add attitude, and then play around with these stereotypes to form a character, a living being. Yet, if social justice warriors held animation schools, your animation would be like plain garbage. You would have to animate and then these are Sarkeesian, like monotone, nothing moving, no attitude, because stereotypes were wrong, right? Because you can't animate and draw a fat person with the belly and the mass going around because that's fat shaming, right? Like you can already see that in 20 years, if this garbage keeps up, the next feature Disney movie features a plain person that is from another sex and ethnicity. But that's the only selling point for this person. It's like, oh man, we are going to a dark age when it comes to the arts, right? Hell, when it comes to just painting or caricatures, you have to push stereotypes. You have to push these feature a bit more just to give an extra oomph to your character because your character is a living being. But social justice art school does not want you to go with diversity because diversity is wrong. Wait a second. Did I say that right? Indeed. Diversity of thought is wrong. If you do something that I do not approve, that's wrong. It's like, wow. Lowering the bar for everyone so that they can jump over it with their mediocre communication skills. Honestly, I love that excuse. It's something that you can just make fun at every fucking level, and I would emphasize everyone to just make fun of it. Not be too nasty, but make fun of how ludicrous this is getting. To a point where, hell, people won't be able to look at each other in the metro station or in the buses because looking at someone for a certain amount of time is definitely going to be a microaggression, right? So, I just wanted to bring that back, have some people to, talk, laugh a bit at the whole situation, as shit-filling as it is, okay? And the people that pulled this off to Zami or Zami, they're fucking cretins. They're stupid idiots, and they deserve to be shunned for it. But at the same time, let's not be as bad as them, and let's make fun of this fucking situation because you push it to the nth degree. As we saw, they started with video game, then went with comics, movies, and now it's getting to fan art. What else is next? What else? Let's go. Let's push it to the nth degree. I mean, fuck, we are close to having Donald Trump as a president, and that shows you how far we've got with the ludicrousness of certain things. Let's just push it. Push it. Make fun of it, guys. It's just fucking hilarious. And who knows, some people might pick up on it. Some people, especially people who watch South Park. Fuck, South Park's just pushing it and be like, yo, look at this shit. It's fucking ridiculous. So, I advocate that everyone who have a talent, comedy, writing, or arts, anything, you have a creative mind. Go on, take it on as a subject, as a bit of a challenge. How ludicrous can you put this aggression, this microaggression mentality, and how funny can you get to it? I'm already seeing possibilities like maybe a Terminator style scenario, maybe, or bloody hell, what was that other movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger in the game? I always forget this game, this movie. Like it's supposed to be in 1960, no, 2017. It's a stupid TV show type of thing. Like Push it to those levels. I can't believe I forgot it. I was about to say Smash TV. It's a game kind of referencing that. Wow. So yeah, push it to the end of the grid and see how far you can make it. Hell, Boondocks, another great example of how to parody this kind of stuff. LaShawn Thomas is doing a great work when it comes to parodying how both sides of the fence when it comes to African American and white Caucasian society, white people, black people, whatever. He's making fun of this whole dynamic and how people are seeing it all. And it's great. You got to keep it real. Dave Chappelle, other example. So go. You've got the canvas. You've got all the jokes. The jokes are flatly laid out right there for you. Push it to a nth degree and let's have some fun with this shit, all right? So, god damn it. I still want to remember that movie. Fuck. I'm gonna be up with this all night. Smash TV? No. Bucket.